We're live.
We're live.
We're live?
Oh, welcome.
I mean, we're live.
Welcome, guys, to Riot Games and Offline TV at TwitchCon 2022. Honestly, we weren't given much. What do you guys want to talk about? Obviously, the games, but we'll get to that in the future.
Well, we are going to talk a bit about Worlds, but do we get to talk about like what we get to do with Worlds? I feel like that's the exciting part. Like,
that's definitely something that we will get to eventually. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
Nodding. She says we could talk about it. Woo!
We haven't been in San Diego in TwitchCon in 3 years.
Yeah, the last time was 2019.
When we came here originally, we were like, we remember this place, and we remember this place.
I remember these pillars, Toast Face. Over there.
A lot has changed in 3 years, but it seems a lot of stuff has also kind of stayed the same. It is a lot hotter today in SD than I expected, and oh god, I'm sweating a little bit.
Oh, we're right there. Oh, you see this?
You guys are looking good today. But anyways, hi, I'm Scarra, if you guys don't know me. I used to be an ex-League of Legends professional when the dinosaurs roamed the earth kind of deal. Joined with me is my lovely co-host, Yvonnie.
Hello, I'm Yvonnie.
Introduce yourself.
I used to stream mainly League of Legends, actually, like a League of Legends only type of streamer, and DGen solo queue like 10 billion hours a day. I no longer do that. I have a healthier relationship with League, but I feel like I just came back from therapy or something. Everyone's like, but yes, so I have watched like League and everything for a really long time. Haven't watched it as much like the last couple of years, I would say, but like I actually watched like a couple games recently as well, and like start playing some League games just to see like what the meta is sort of like now. So yeah, but that's it.
And our last co-host is Brodin.
Hello. Yeah. I've been to like every Worlds for the past 4 or 5 years.
Isn't that like 1 or 2?
Well, okay. And plus more, I kind of lost track. I've been to a lot of countries where Worlds has happened. Yeah.
Before we worked officially with Brodin, he used to work with Travis Gafford and go to essentially every League event. He used to be responsible for a lot of the LCS interviews, as well as essentially everything Worlds and League related.
Yep. I've been to everything but Brazil. Brazil didn't let me in the country.
Wait, why?
My visa was rejected for some reason.
Anyways, Worlds is here this year, not here, but in North America. And the last time it was in North America was in 2016. And then the time before was 2013. So it's been a long time, I think.
Speaking of 2013, I have a picture with Scarra at Worlds in 2013. Someone in my group of friends was like, I want a picture with Scarra, and then we were just all lined up. And now I have that forever.
It's really strange because I played professionally around 2012, I think, 11. And people at TwitchCon have come up to me yesterday in day 0 with pictures from then. They're like, this was you when you played. I'm like, oh my god, it's been a long time. And so it's kind of come full circle where I'm kind of hosting a panel about Worlds. For people that don't know, in 2013-16, this is a spoiler, T1 won, and they're in the event this year as well. So I am already kind of pulling favorites this year. True.
I just want Faker to win one more time, just one more time, and I'll be happy.
Do you guys want to start talking about Worlds?
Sure. How many games have you watched?
I usually don't watch many games to the play-ins, and I start watching at group stages. This is a very, if you guys know the schedule today, C9 versus Fnatic starts playing here, literally here, on the screens here at 2 p.m., right when we're done. So I'm very excited for that. But I usually only watch group stages and past. Group stages is my favorite time to watch League in the world. I don't watch League like almost at all during the normal season, but then when Worlds comes along, I always tend to ruin my sleep schedule for League.
That has been every year almost. My sleep schedule around Worlds time is always ruined because it hasn't been in NA in so long. So like, it's always EU, like Korea, or like somewhere. I'm just like, all right, the time zone is, but this time it's like, wow, it's during like normal hours. It's weird that Worlds is going on like during the day.
Yeah, usually I'm staying up till 4, 6, 8 to watch Worlds. So I'm pretty happy it's normal time.
Well, I remember a night at like one of the old OTV houses where we all got back. We all got back super late. I think from just like a weekend of being out, and then Yvonne was like, "All right, let's put on Worlds." And it was like 5 a.m. and all of us just pass out, and then it's just her watching by herself.
I was not by myself. You passed out. We ordered food. I was watching. Scarra was there too. I'm pretty sure me, Scarra were awake, watching. You were like this, like sleeping.
I think me and Yvonne have a lot of history with League, so we're the ones who are, we're like one of the only ones that are excited for League here and there whenever it comes on. And the rest of the people are like, it's Valo time. We get on.
Yeah. Well, we put on League and it just makes them want to play.
They leave.
Yeah, they leave.
Well, are you guys excited to do some travel around Worlds?
We gonna talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Do you wanna say what we're doing, Brodin?
Well, we are planning to be, not all of us, but at each stage of like groups, quarters, semis, we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we partnered with Riot this year, so if you guys are going to any of the world locations from, I guess, the Atlanta onwards, New York onwards, we'll be at every location.
Yep.
Sending people to Atlanta, New York, SF. So almost all of us will be in New York. So you can expect to see us there, kind of just chilling and hanging around. I don't know if you guys are going to be at Worlds, but it should be a lot of fun.
have you guys been to those cities before? For example, Jody's never been to New York.
Yeah. I want to say I've been everywhere except for Atlanta.
Same.
Right.
New York is okay. Long story short, I used to do stuff that wasn't streaming. I used to go to school, and when I tried to, when I applied to colleges, one of my top colleges was NYU.
Really?
So, yes. So I applied, and I went to visit NYU before. So I visited NYU. I was like, wow, it's a really nice campus. But I was underage at the time, and they wouldn't let me book a hotel room. So I slept. I slept like on a bench in the middle of New York, and that was my first and only experience in New York. I felt very apt that I did that in New York. Actually, I felt part of the people there.
So you just like slept in a park somewhere?
Until like 5 a.m. when like my parents could call in and be like, no, please get them a room. Like one of the hotels had to accept me. So yeah, I had a very homeless interaction at New York for the first time.
I've known you for so long, I never knew that.
You know, I got a
You
little.
almost had an edumacation.
I
That's crazy.
Oh God. Wait, how many people are actually college educated in OTV?
Like graduates?
Yeah. So Toast is from Waterloo.
Did he graduate or did he drop out?
He graduated.
Okay.
Okay. Me.
Okay.
Me? I know, surprising, but yeah.
Am I the only one who's not fully? Like I dropped out.
Did Lily?
She dropped out.
Yeah. So you, Lily.
Michael?
He went through it. Oh wait.
Did he finish?
No, he
I thought
dropped
he
out.
dropped out.
He dropped out.
We don't know our
It's
people.
like half and half, I would say. Go stay in school, kids. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I don't know. Michael's pretty smart.
Yeah. Michael didn't even need school. School is not an accurate. I mean, everyone can go to school, but I don't think school is like an accurate measurement of your.
This is their official partner cast. Please stay
Oh,
in
sorry.
school.
Go to school. It's something.
I'm curious. What do you guys think? I mean, it's kind of a meme at this point. What do you think NA's chance at Worlds is this year?
The same it is every year, Pinky.
Every year. Okay, I hate being a fan of NA League because it's not that they always let me down. It's that people are really pessimistic. Is this working? Hello?
Yeah. Just hold it close.
It's that people are really pessimistic about League. I like to stay optimistic because it's really annoying to be jaded at stuff all the time. So I always believe NA will pull it off. If you ask me every year, I'll say the same thing. Even if it's low chance, very low chance, super low chance, tiny minuscule ant-like
There's
chance.
like a hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should always believe because it's really boring when you don't. I feel like part of what makes an NA League like lame is that people are always so negative about stuff. You should be happy. Like your teams are competing at Worlds and like they have a chance.
Wow, that was very inspirational. That was very motivating.
C9's playing today and they're gonna win.
NA needs you, Scarra. They don't need like better players. They need you.
I hate the negativity around NA League. And the worst part about it is I feel like it will never go away unless we win Worlds. Which
or we would get close. Like,
yes.
I'm sure if we get close, people would still be pretty like hyped about it.
So every year I hope to God, I pray in front of like my little statue of Mark Merrill that, hey man, please give NA like 1 semis or like 2 quarters. You know, I'm not asking for much.
Yeah.
Do you have an NA team that you're putting your hopes into, or just all of them?
I want to say historically, C9 has been the best.
Yeah.
C9 has been the best.
C9 has somehow always just done the best at Worlds. Like, they're the ones that make it out of groups.
If you told me at the start of the year, I would have said Team Liquid.
Oh.
Oh, but this year for sure C9.
I would also say C9 probably.
Do you think it's because they've been around so long, they're just like, the nerves don't get to them? They just know how to deal with it?
Something about C9 in playoffs and Worlds is just like it's different, yeah.
I don't want to say it's luck because they've done it so much, but I want to say it's luck. Like I almost want to say it's just blind luck. They flipped heads for years, like a couple years in a row, but they're so good at it. They rigged the coin. So maybe it's their organization. They're doing something there. They're drinking a little bit different water. I don't know.
No.
It's something in the water.
Am I right in my league history? Did CLG make it far once, early on?
Yeah, only at MSI they made the finals.
That's right.
I stayed up all night out with CLG at their place to watch them like play. And it was the most depressing like 3 hours I've ever been anywhere. The mood in the room went from, oh my God, we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen, and to like, oh. But we were very happy they made it there. Very, very happy.
Do you know any of the players? Do you know their regimen?
For the NA teams? C9 is like Blabber. I know Blabber for a while. I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't remember the other teams. EG, I actually don't know that many people there.
Who would you say is NA's like knight?
Kind of tough. I want to say Blabber too, but maybe I'm biased or whatever. But I think I don't know. He's a beast. He plays well.
I think he's pretty good.
Really fucking good.
Can we say that?
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah, it's a little late.
Who are you most scared of? Is it T1 again? How are they doing?
I've always felt that the Korean teams feel more dangerous. It's always the Asian teams, right? But Korea always feels a little bit more dangerous, even if China wins the last couple years.
It's like Korea and China usually, I would say, too.
But before we focus more on the Worlds, what do you guys think about like TwitchCon and in general, San Diego, stuff like that?
I'm just excited to be back here, yeah. It's been like 3 years.
What is your opinion on TwitchCon, Yvonne?
I feel like it's so familiar. There's like it's weird. I feel a little bit deja vu. It feels the same as like 2019 TwitchCon for some reason.
I want to say, I remember 2019 TwitchCon being like kind of and it feels like this TwitchCon there's more stuff to do. I walk around, I'm like, oh, okay, there's a lot more. I feel like they structured the booths better. It looks like it's more interesting, so I'm more excited for that. A lot of times when like streamers come to TwitchCon, it's like it's me and your fans, me and your coworkers, and then meet and greets. It's a lot of meet and greets, honestly. It's like we walk somewhere and it's like, hey Yvonne, and I have to stop because Yvonne's so famous, and then we go walk somewhere, oh Yvonne, me. And it gets really overwhelming.
How dare you embarrass me? Yeah.
Yeah, and then Yvonne's always like, go away, I don't have time for you. And we're like,
Yeah.
Yvonne, you gotta be nice.
Never meet your heroes, kids.
That is not me.
Actually.
Out of everyone on TV, I've heard Scarra reject people for pictures the most, with good reason, but the most.
Whoa.
I'm always worried whenever I come to TwitchCon, because I remember one year someone was like, oh, I met Scarra, and like, honestly, he was really tired, really out of it. He wasn't really into it. I'm like, yeah, that was probably me. You probably met me at a really bad time. But I always remember the saying, never meet your heroes. So I tried, I'm always just like, oh God, maybe they meet me and they're gonna go back and be like, this guy was awful, you know? He was terrible to his fans. He smelled bad. It was the whole shebang, you know? I hate this guy now. I'm always trying to be like, oh yeah, very attentive to people and being very careful about stuff.
We did have to run here, though. There were 2 people we had to say sorry to.
Oh, yeah. See, you guys rejected them. I didn't say anything.
Well, I was walking up to say yes, and then Scarra's like, we gotta go.
See, I told you.
Okay.
Scarra's the one.
If I don't like say no, like she'll literally stand there for 20 minutes straight.
That is not true.
Yeah, it's always strange to be at TwitchCon, I feel, because when we're streaming in our bubble, sometimes we don't realize that we've affected a lot of people. And here, it's like we get stopped a lot. We're just like, oh, like some guy comes up to me, I've watched you since 9 years. He shows me a picture of me from 9 years. And I'm like, wow, it's been a long time. I've gone through like 6 different game categories by then. I played professionally, and like I started OTV, and like I've met and like kind of hung out with all different people. Even in the span of 3 years, everything's changed. So
I feel like you have a whole resume. Like, if anyone in OTV had like job experience resume, you have like...
yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
But like I don't like dwelling on that, so I'm always like, how did I do this year? Oh, I hope this year is good. But it's very interesting to see people come up and be like, hey, I've been a fan for a long time. I'm like, wow. But then it's the people, there's always people who tell me, I'm your biggest fan. And I always quiz them. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, what champion that I played during my first tournament that I bought with IP? Or
Wait. Does anyone here know?
Do you know the first champion I played during a tournament that I had to grind overnight for? I played like 20 games overnight to afford one character for a tournament. Anyone?
How hard is this question? Is this like a deep cut, or?
This is like the hardest question I ask people.
This is like a mega fan type of thing,
right? This is a 13-year-old question. You had to have watched the game results. It wasn't streamed on Twitch.
Huh?
It wasn't.
Who would know that?
No one's gonna know that.
Actually,
like,
one person knew
question.
that. It was Zillion. I overnight I played like 20
now
games.
Now people are gonna know. You're gonna have fake day one fans.
I will have a different question. Do you have a question you quiz your fans on?
No. If anything, I question why they know, like the things that they know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a real fan would be like, how many changes of hair color has Yvonne gone through over the last 5 years?
Ooh.
30 to 45. That's a good one.
No. It's always I go back and forth between the hair colors, like repeats. You know, blonde and pink, ton of repeats.
Every time I see you have a new hair color, if it's been longer than 3 weeks.
I'm going through it. You let me change my hair. That's what people do when they go through it. They change their hair, they dye it, they cut it, they do something to it. And I don't know why it's always the hair thing, but it is.
What about you, Brodin? If you had your ultra mega fan here, what would you ask him?
I don't know. I've never been faced with this. I got to come up with a question now.
You probably have to ask him like things you did before OfflineTV, like
True.
a bunch of like history stuff.
For people who know, Brodin is the most interesting man. One of the most interesting men I've ever met. He has done everything from work with BTS, production-wise, to some undercover stuff in. Was that real?
Yeah.
You explain this one.
I was filming a documentary in East Asia where we worked with FBI undercover, and we're filming with like secret apps on our phones.
Wait, the FBI?
There was FBI presence.
Whoa.
I didn't ask questions.
Brodin lives a very interesting life.
Like, if Brodin told me he was like like anything beforehand, I would believe it. Because I could see, I'd be like, oh yeah, I could kind of see that. You would, like, even if it's random.
The worst thing is Brodin lies with a straight face. So he tells me something that's fact. I'm like, yeah, that happened. And then I look at him, I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah. When 50% of what you say is a lie, it's very easy to get away with lying.
50%?
But everything I just said was true.
So the upcoming is the 50% that's going to be a lie.
Yeah.
Just by, like, yeah. Stats. Numbers. So do we talk about worlds now? Or
Yeah. Bring on worlds. Bring on worlds.
We kind of.
We have someone in the back. Bring on worlds. Whip up the group stages.
Yeah. Ooh, check out the
Look
sick
at this.
graphics. Look at Max go.
We can see it, but no one else here can.
Oh
Okay.
no, there's nothing pulled up. Okay.
Well,
you know
it's on the
fine.
stream. It says here, which teams will make it out of Group A?
Can you list the teams?
And the teams are Cloud9, T1, Edward Gaming, and Fnatic.
Wait. Can you say it in your best, like, kind of caster voice? Like, imagine you're on Riot Broadcast.
So which teams will make it out of Group A today? Is it going to be Cloud9, T1, Edward Gaming, or Fnatic?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I was trying to channel Flowers in my head.
Nice.
Yeah.
Flowers is NA's greatest gift. Actually, I love that guy. That guy's so cool. It's gonna be C9. I'm gonna just say it.
Out of groups, huh?
I agree. That's straight pandering. I have been told I can be completely biased on this cast, because I did not work for Riot. So C9's gonna win the whole thing.
Damn.
I T1. I'm a T1.
You're
What?
You're betraying your region.
Oh, T1 and Cloud9.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't say the second team.
Yeah, those two will make it.
Why'd you say it and like laugh?
That wasn't one of my lies.
Okay, which team?
Yeah, those two.
Do you pick the same ones as me?
Yeah, of course.
You know, despite all odds, C9 gets out of these groups of death quite frankly
Yeah,
in
actually,
crazy
though.
ways. So, EDG and T1 have been in groups before, and you know, honestly, every time I've doubted C9 in groups like these, they've gone out. So I'm just gonna say they're gonna get out, and if they betray my trust, well, there's always next year. There's always next year.
Do you guys normally do the pick'ems on like the Riot?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
How do you normally do?
I do them, but I'm wrong every year.
I'm disastrously wrong.
Yeah.
Because every NA team is top 2. So, and usually it's like one NA team gets through. So I am just like, my pick'ems just go completely terrible.
No.
You ever do pick'ems?
Yeah, but I would typically do them like while I'm in that country seeing the teams perform. So I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, this one.
And how do you do?
Typically like okay, but then there's the upsets always.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always wild stuff that happens.
Do you like that there's always like Western rivalry, like NA versus EU?
Rivalry? I feel like we kind of team up a little bit. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yes. Usually it's like the West versus the East, but then when we play against each other, it's always like, it's a little...
Oh yeah, when we play against them, I feel like there's always something.
Yeah, but typically like we're rooting for each other to win against the other teams.
Are they rooting for us? I don't.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Are you guys rooting for us?
That was always my sentiment on site. Was like that you casters being like, "Hey, good luck today, guys. You're gonna need it."
I actually think one of the best things about League, and this is coming from someone that like tends to like not watch that much, is I feel like the casting crew of Western League has always been top tier. Even amongst like all the esports, even like professionally, I feel like they are incredible. So it's always nice to know that like no matter how bad like the Western teams do, that like the casting's gonna be good.
The casters are freaking amazing. Like they're so good.
Yeah.
Even compared to conventional sports, I get hyped over like people like Flowers existing for a league is really nice.
Flowers and Kobe.
Yeah, even the behind the scenes, I like Emily, I like Raz. So there's a lot of people that back in the past, I used to be a a professional interviewer. I worked for the Score Esports who paid me, and I used to interview people after the games.
You're a professional interviewer?
I was everything.
You were almost an educator and interviewer?
I was everything. But anyways, like
Yeah, add it to the resume.
I have a long resume. But I would work with all of these people who were like super talented at what they do, and they got paid nothing. It was just passion, right? Even now, they get paid nothing, so the passion's still there. But a lot of those people are now working at Riot, with Riot, like very closely. I'm really happy that they all kind of ended up where they're at.
And you?
I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology.
What does that mean?
And then I played League of Legends for like 10 years.
Yo, I'm gonna say League like saved me, because in school I was like not doing too hot because I didn't like.
Same.
I didn't like. I had an economics degree at Texas A&M. I hated it, so I would just play League to pass the time, and eventually like I just went pro that way. But like I would not recommend that path. But I was very fortunately bailed out. I owe a lot to Riot Games. This is definitely not a sponsored comment or anything, but like I do owe a lot to Riot Games in general.
Same. I didn't do the hottest in school, but there was a S+ for passion in League. I didn't go pro though, but something else came out of it.
Lucky.
So, you know.
We hired Yvonnie because we were extra desperate at OTV.
Hey, there were a lot of applicants at the time.
There were 0.
So
and
many.
We literally had the.
I beat them all out.
Like someone recommended Yvonnie. I don't even know how she got the job.
Oh,
I just remember being like, I think we need some extra help. And then she got brought in.
I had heart.
And she was like just literally clueless, completely clueless on what to do. And she's like, I think I can do. Okay, that'll work. And then it worked out.
You know, it worked out somehow.
It did work out somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
So what are your thoughts on Group 2?
All right, bring up the next slide.
I was going to ask you, what about you?
Name them out.
Okay, second person for the announcer voice. Let's go.
Okay, you want me to channel Flowers?
Yeah, it's your turn.
No, it's you, Brodin.
Yeah.
Scarra, which teams will make it out of Group B? Will it be DWG Kia, G2 Esports, Jing Dong Gaming, or Evil Geniuses?
Well, of course, because I'm such an NA fanatic, I'm going to answer that JDG will get out of this group. This group has Damwon and JDG. That's pretty good. Oh, I've seen some of them play this year. They're pretty good. Okay, I think EG will get out second.
Wait,
and
Scarra is really NA's hope. Biggest hope.
With JDG.
What about Damwon?
Washed. Oh, I don't say that, man. Oh, you guys are. You know what? So, this is NA's. Thank you. I too love you. That I definitely didn't pay that guy off to say that. I did pay that guy off. And what about you, Yvonne? Look, we're literally in front of an audience of North Americans, and on stream there's going to be North Americans watching. So who's going to win?
I'll still say it. Damwon and you know, I could like EG could do it. EG beat Mad Lions, right? Right?
They did.
They did.
Yeah, 3-0.
You know what, I'll say
it's the
Damwon
first time NA has beaten EU in the best of 5 ever in Worlds, ever.
Doable.
So this is a year first. The first time EG's going to make out this group.
Exactly, it's winnable. Okay, Brodin.
JDG and Dongwon.
You are this is why his pick'ems are good. You know, it's very safe to choose the Asian teams in all your pick'ems. And honestly, historically, they've been pretty right. But this time's different. We hope.
I guess we'll just have to see. I think, we might see one of these groups. I don't know which groups are playing when we're in New York.
gonna be quarters.
Yeah, but it's going to be quarters.
Quarters.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
So people are curious. The teams we just listed will be playing tomorrow. The first group plays today in literally. I don't have a phone or I watch, but
I think
did.
2. I think it starts
it's
at 2
p.m., which is right after this.
Yeah.
It's an hour. Great.
In 1 hour. Is there a group of death? Do you see?
I kind of think Group A is.
I think group A is always the group of death.
Anytime you got T1 EDG, it's always a fun time when it comes to groups. Yep. Someone said the last time EDG, C9, T1 were in a group, C9 made it out, which is why I said they can overcome, the impossible and do it again.
Yeah, they are different at Worlds.
Yeah, they've already done it once.
Yeah. Sorry, what? My nose was just itchy.
Can you take us to the next group, please?
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, well, I can't take us, but Max can take us. Max, can you take us to the next group? Okay. All right, Scarra.
Do I really have? And which teams will make it out of Group C? We have GAM Esports, Rogue, Top Esports, and DRX. Not to be confused by Damwon, which I've done before in the past.
You're
It's
like
really
a Vegas announcer.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's like my best kind of voice.
That was
for
pretty
that.
good. No, I liked it.
Well, there's no North American teams here, so this will be a group that I will not be incredibly biased for.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with DRX for one of them for sure. Toast! You're
What?
here?
Oh, our special guest Toast is here.
Hey, Toast, you can let them know who's gonna make it out of Group C because I know you watch Worlds, right?
Oh yeah, I love League of Legends. Definitely DRX. Those are the Koreans, right?
Yes.
Yes, I always bet on the Koreans in League of Legends.
Wow, this guy's a genius. All right, this has probably got great pickups as well.
Was that the right answer? DRX?
Yes. Yeah, I think there's a very high chance DRX and Top will make it out. But I honestly, I don't know what I actually put for my pickups, but I would say Rogue would make it out of this group. That's EU. Hello?
You. I didn't know that.
It's LEC, sorry.
So, Toast, everyone had made an announcer, like a caster thing when they announced like this. Do you have a caster voice? We all channel their inner flowers.
Can you give me an example?
Like, read which teams will make it out of Group C, but you saying caster voice.
Okay, I need an example.
I did it earlier.
Yeah, but I wasn't here.
Say them on.
Oh, now I can't do it when you're here. Which teams will make it out of Group C?
He's invisible pain.
Those are pity claps, by the way.
Okay, you know what I mean, then you do it.
Okay, wait. Let's put up Group D, and you can do that one.
No. Wait, there's no Group D?
No, there is.
There is, right?
Max, put it up.
Yeah, you forgot about 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves? We're going to their party later, Yvonne. You have to talk to Mr. Nate Shot about that.
So what do you guys do? You just ask the question and the most announcer. Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
hello. Wait. Okay. Hi.
Wait. Before we do this, we're now joined by a new member of Offline TV, Disguise. So could you please introduce yourself?
Hi. I'm Disguised Toast. I've been playing League of Legends for 10 years. I played back in beta, and I know I've been playing a long time because I have the Bowser Rammus skin.
Yeah.
That's the one you show off when you are talking to a girl in ARAM. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I got that. I've been playing League for a while here. So, yeah.
It means your account is worth a lot.
Yeah, I could sell that account.
We do not sell accounts here, though.
Not that.
No.
You could, because that is
No,
against
you can't.
We would
terms
never.
of service,
We would never do that.
which is really bad.
He's
All right.
been here for like 5 minutes. He's here for 5 minutes.
Okay, let's look at Group D, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, caster voice.
Yeah.
We all had to do it.
All right. Which of these teams will be making it out of Group D? Is it from North America, 100 Thieves? CTBC Flying Oyster? What? The Flying Oyster, where are they from?
Why is their name Flying Oyster? No flame, but why?
They're making that groups.
Are they sponsored by like an oyster company?
I hope so.
The Flying Oyster, or Korea's Genji, or one of the top League of Legends team of all time, 3 times world champion. I'm making these numbers up, by the way. From China, Royal Never Give Up.
3-time, huh?
I'm betting on the Koreans and the Chinese here.
Oh, okay.
You'd never bet on NA. Let's be real.
But we're hopeful, right?
You know
No.
Scar, your counterparty.
Oh, Flying Oysters are from Taiwan?
you just ditched
you
Taiwan.
just Oh.
No, still Genji and Royal Never Give Up. Oh, okay. It translates to "We Are Family" in Chinese.
That's awesome, actually.
All right. So who do you think is making it out of the group stages?
100 Thieves. Nate Shot, you got me right. 100 Thieves. I have Toast is late here, but I'm only root for North America at Worlds because I feel like people always look down on them. So I got to be the one
was
like
just talking about that
shining star.
earlier.
Yeah.
And you literally came in.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to go to the party and be like, "Yo, what happened when you talked about us?" I'll be like, "Shh."
I mean, they have a good Valorant team. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Who do you think is gonna make it out, Yvonne?
Wait.
I hope I still make it into the 100 Thieves party, but it will be Genji and probably RNG for me.
You guys are lame.
Yep.
Oh, the best thing I have to say about this for people to know, whenever there's an awkward name like CTBC Flying Oyster, sometimes the casters are not allowed to shorten their name. So when they had, what was it, like 1980 Fenerbahce on Worlds, they were forced to say the entire name every single time they came up on cast. Wow. So it is sometimes gets really, really funny. Because you can see the casters just struggling every time their name gets brought up. Luckily, they're able to shorten RNG, because that's a famous one.
All right, Brodin, who do you think's making it out?
Well, I've visited RNG in China, so I'm gonna say RNG.
You visited them?
Like
Yeah.
the whole company?
Yeah,
Wait, you know the owner? That guy's rich.
they have like their own stadium out there.
Stadium?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's called a stadium, but like they have like an arena there.
Did you know that, like, apparently at one point China had the highest salaries in League of Legends, like by far, and then North America comes in and they pay their players nicely. We're talking like 7 figures nice now. So the very top of NA gets paid. I paved the way for that, by the way.
And we win worlds every year.
My salary, 30 grand. Their salary, like 2 million. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong, guys?
Your timing was just off.
Yeah,
Scarra.
yeah, and I paid rent during that, so I actually lost money. I was almost good times.
Good times. Old esports days, huh?
And then 100 Thieves, because I'm also going to that party.
Wait, what?
That's my other team escaping.
He just wants to get into the party.
All right.
Toast.
Oh, what's up?
Which legs of the World's tour are you going to?
Oh, I'm going to the New York one and the finals in San Francisco. I can't wait to watch League of Legends.
He means that.
He plays hard to get.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit bad about the ticketing situation for Worlds. I hope everyone eventually gets the tickets they're looking for.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is it all sold out?
All sold out.
Yeah.
They sold out so fast. We're talking like the first 5 minutes every day they were announced they're just gone.
I'm pretty sure this is their only chance in this life to watch a World's final in North America.
Wait, what about the one in 4 years?
When was the last time they had a Worlds in America?
2016.
Yeah, it's been like 6
years
years.
ago.
COVID years don't count, okay? I'm still under 30. If we subtract COVID and some extra stuff.
Do you guys think North America will ever field a good team that can actually compete at Worlds?
This is our year. This year.
Yeah, this is our year. Cloud9.
Okay, I'm curious. Do people actually have hope?
This is the people we don't want to turn into. I'm just saying.
You know, surprisingly, yes. Some people actually do have hope.
If everyone turns into him, it's not fun anymore.
But I would say even if we made it to semis, people would be hyped.
Yes.
Like that's like
for other countries, winning the whole thing is like hype.
Yeah,
North America is making it to semis, like yes, we won.
Yeah. Well, baby steps. You know, we gotta make it like we got quarters before, so we now go semis and then finals.
I'm just saying, okay, when China won Worlds, their entire client had a global event. They like paved everything. All the players who won got like houses, every single one, because their CEO promised it that their client had every character unlocked for like a month. Like there was a huge event, and so when North American wins, imagine how big it's gonna be. Literally, everyone's in C9's gonna get like planes and like a condo, a mansion, and like the president's gonna thank them in the inaugural speech.
I don't think it's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
You guys, come on.
Well.
All right. So wait, which one are you guys going to? Well, everyone's doing New York.
Yes.
Everyone is doing New York.
Everyone's doing San Francisco. Who's doing Atlanta?
Lily?
Wait, should we spoil the surprise? Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I thought we already posted it. Didn't we?
Who would be where? I don't think so.
We have not.
Leaks.
We have sent one special
For some
guest to
reason, her name
Atlanta.
just popped up, but I may be completely inaccurate.
We sent a sleeper agent to Atlanta.
Yeah, there's at least one OTV member at every
Yes.
World's event. Yes.
Except Mexico. I wanted to go to Mexico.
Oh, they haven't won in Mexico?
Was there not? Oh, maybe they got rid of it.
It's plans.
Yeah, plans.
Yeah.
It's already
Oh.
passed.
Oh. Okay.
See, Toe says, or makes it seem like he's not very passionate about League sometimes, but when we play, he is the most passionate, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toast is the jungler of our group.
Yeah.
And so, as usual, that's why he's the most jaded and most toxic member.
Well, here's the problem playing jungle.
Here we
like,
go. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
here it comes.
nobody really talks when we play League of Legends because most of our friends play for fun, and I play to win. And I'm playing jungle, and I'm like speaking like 200 words per minute, and I'm just hearing silence. Right?
blood
Yvonne
pressure.
doesn't say anything. Lily doesn't say anything. Scarra says, "Oh, I live here," and then immediately dies 3 seconds later.
I'm forced to play the top role, so it's like an island where I just kind of beat up the other person, and then their jungler comes, and I'm like, oh god. Yeah.
I also play the least League of Legends, so I'm always like, why am I talking the most? I'm getting like I know I'm bad, and my like ideas are bad, but there's no one else giving ideas, so it's like, guess we're doing my terrible ideas.
I counter your ideas. And sometimes you don't want to be the person who's not down, you know? Like, sometimes you just want to go with it. Like, when people say, like, hey, let's go to this thing, you're always like, yeah, sure, I'm down. You don't want to be the guy who's like, no, not really. So when you're like, come to Dragon sometimes it's like, yeah, I guess, not the best time, but I'm down, and then...
No, what you do is you say, okay, and you stick around your lane for 30 seconds, and then you go so I won't yell at you, and then I end up yelling at you even more,
Okay.
because it would have worked out if you just
well,
came instantly.
No, it's different, because you have timings where you could do Dragon. My lane is, I'm being pushed in. How could I rotate to Dragon when my lane's being pushed in? Huh?
It's
Tell
the
me.
official rights guy.
Oh, this is the official League of Legends experience. This is what happens every League game.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
I want to pay like a challenger coach to watch our games.
I
I would love
and
that.
like give feedback.
Would you like to like him to break it down?
Yeah, like, yeah, Yvonne, you should have rotated when your jungle asked for a gank at Dragon.
No.
Or will he say, oh no, that was a bad time to Dragon. You shouldn't have forced your bot lane to come over. And I can accept feedback. That's helpful for me.
Yeah.
But Yvonne won't believe like what I say. She needs someone else to tell her.
We
You
know.
also won't believe. That's why you said you want a challenger player to tell
We
you.
know some
I've
coaches. We can
told
make this
you.
happen. Toast.
Yeah.
But what if the coach says you're wrong?
Then I will accept it, because if you want to improve in League of Legends, you have to accept that you make mistakes. You
That
have
is
to
not a
improve on
real
them.
league player
We
right
hire
there.
this.
That is the opposite.
We hire this coach ASAP. ASAP.
Are you guys close with any of the league players? I mean, aside from you're pretty close with Blabber, C9 in general. Any of you still have any like people you guys talk to, or anyone who you like look up to or whatever from league? Because I was and still kind of am a big Bjergsen fan, but I know like he didn't play this year, unfortunately. So can't really. But I think a lot of the old guard's gone. When I look at LCS right now, the last remaining bastions are like Afro, and then Turtle, and then. No, he never played this year. No, for sure he never played this year.
So yeah, we know more of like the veterans, and then also like maybe a bit of the newer generation here and there, like Eddie and stuff like that. But then not so much. Like there are a lot of Zoomers now in there that like I have no idea who they are, but
I got generational gap, guys. Like my relationship with the current pros is very distant.
Yeah, from when I like worked it, I got to know all the players, but now not as much so.
I feel like if anything, we know more of the streamers maybe than the pros now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're too much in the streamer space. We know them all.
Wait, do you guys have a most memorable like Worlds event?
Yes.
Watching or experiencing anything
It's the
regarding
one where I
Worlds?
took a picture with Scarra. It was 2013, and I was like, I was like a huge League fan. I was like, oh my god, I see everyone here. I was like so excited. I remember I got like a mouse pad, and I had like so many people sign it. I probably want to say I don't even want to look at the mouse pad anymore now with the people on it. But otherwise, like it was like I would say the most fun and like excitement I had was before I really entered the space, and when I came to the event fully as a fan, and I just like was so like starry-eyed and like about everything, because it was like early. It was like early.
And then she got jaded. Okay.
Yeah. A little bit.
I have really fun. I only remember the really strange experiences. So let me explain one. So during one of the very old tournaments, we're talking the tournaments where the MLG tournaments where they wouldn't let us practice. They're like, you have to play on Dominion only, and our jungler was like, there's no jungle on Dominion. This is a remove game mode for people who are new, and we got really pissed. They wouldn't let us pee in between our games. We just had to hold it in, and if we peed on stage, that's too bad. It was some really weird rules. But one of these events, someone brought their baby and asked me to sign their forehead. And I was remember just being like, this is the strangest thing I'm ever going to sign. And in that same event, someone brought their shampoo and conditioner, and I signed that too. And so like I was just imagining, I was like, what are you going to do with this one? Just pour it on yourself and think of me in the shower? But like, you know what? Like I would sign anything pretty much. I just don't think about it too hard.
How old is that baby now?
Oh my God.
Wait. You got a picture?
Wait.
Entering high school at this point.
Yeah, they're actually like 13, 15 years old. Wait a second. Yeah, they never wash it off. It's still right here on the forehead.
Oh God.
It is very strange to me. People are like, I used to watch you like 10 years ago. I went to a restaurant, and the person who like was like, I watched you 10 years ago and gave us like food or something, and I was like, oh my God, like that was through he said it was through his high school, and it feels very weird. I'm like, wow, I was with him this entire high school to like college experience kind of deal.
Yeah, it feels very old. I remember we were in New York, and this girl like came up to us and asked us for a picture, and she said, oh my God, you guys are like my childhood growing up. I'm like, we're already people's childhoods? What do you mean? Like, it's been that many years or what?
Yeah, Toast, do you feel old yet?
Sometimes. Yeah, when people tell me they've been watching me since like elementary school, it makes me feel a lot of the fans I have these days are all really young, like Zoomers, and I can't keep up with their lingo. And I try and like talk like them, but I just come up like TikTok. I don't understand TikTok. We have a intern that's a Zoomer, and she makes us do these TikToks where we're just like dancing, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is a banger right here."
She says it's like a trend right now. I don't see
Yeah.
these trends on my algorithm, but I'm on probably Boomer TikTok or something.
Someone came up to me. So day 0 was yesterday, and during day 0 there was a partner party. I went there, and someone came up to the partner party, and she didn't mean to be like rude or anything about it, but she's like, "Thank you for representing all the 30-year-olds." And I was just like, oh. She's like, "No, like it really means a lot." I'm like, no, please stop. Like I really insist. Like, so I'm gonna be thinking about that comment for the rest of the convention.
Toast, have you ever been to a Worlds event?
I have never been to a Worlds event, so I'm actually
really?
excited. Yeah, I mean, see, I didn't play League of Legends hardcore. Like, you guys made friends in League. That's kind of weird to like make friends with like your League teammates who are usually. Well, here's the thing. I'm very toxic.
Being a social person,
Yes.
a nice person.
Yeah, I'm super toxic. So normally I don't have a lot of opportunity to make friends with the players in my games, because chances are by the end of it, we have already put each other on the ignore list already. Like, that bridge has been burnt the second we queued in to get together. So I'm excited. Like, I always watch a lot of Worlds. I watched Scarra like 10 years ago when he was on Dignitas. And I remember Jat being on your team. And everyone called him Scumbag Jat. Because, like...
Oh, that's some
he-
old drama.
What did he do? He, like...
Dude, there was a lot of stuff that happened back then. You know, it was the Wild West back then.
Yeah, there was, like, Elements, St. Vicious.
Oh my God, I've
The
heard that name in
Rain Man.
forever.
That was the era I watched Worlds.
Honestly, it was more of it feels like a reality TV show when I look back on it. Like, but all of that actually happened. Like, there was no prompting. We did some crazy stuff back then. But I would say every time, even if you can't be at World Finals, you guys should always watch the opening ceremony, because they do a great job. I was at the Zed Ignite one, which was it the 2016?
That was the
2016, yeah.
2016 one.
And honestly, Ignite's not my favorite song. Don't tell him I said that. But he performed live there, and they had a great stage set up for him, and it was really, really cool.
Was that the one in the square?
Yes.
In the
Yeah, the
middle?
cube.
Yeah, the cube, yeah.
He had a cube there, and it was awesome. And then I was told he had a later show that night, so he took a helicopter, flew out the top of the building, and went to a show. And I was like, wow, that guy is kind of crazy.
That's some boss.
Yeah,
That's some
this
boss
guy's
moves.
kind of crazy.
Who do they have this year?
What? Start walking.
Start walking?
Oh, Lil Nas X? He's
Lil
going to be at
Nas?
Worlds?
I hope so.
Probably.
Wait,
I don't know. They never really announced
wait,
that stuff,
do
right?
you guys like Start Walking?
Yeah.
Yeah. The song is good. The song is like
I
notably
actually
good.
think it's really catchy. A lot of people are like, it's not hype enough to be a world song. I'm glad they experimented with new songs. Like, I think it was getting a little stale. My favorite is Rise.
Rise is always my favorite.
Everyone loves Rise.
Is that your favorite?
What about you?
Legends never die.
Chrissy.
Classic.
Chrissy, yep.
What about you, Toast?
Yeah, I like Rise. Everyone likes Rise.
It's just like the most like hype world song. It's so good, and the animation for the video is amazing too. Like
Yeah.
everything about it was just great.
Sorry, we lost the animation studio. What did you say? What did you just say? Oh, we don't talk about that. That never happened. Oh God, we don't talk. Sometimes the live performances don't work out the way you think they're gonna work
The
out.
live
But the animated stuff was great. It was also by Fortiche, the same studio that made Arcane. And we didn't have them this year because they're working on Arcane Season 2. So Start Walking was done by another studio.
Arcane season 2. Is that what?
Are we gonna rave about Arcane?
I mean, we don't have to.
It's a great
It was
show.
really good, though.
It's a great.
Yeah.
If you guys have never seen Arcade, I would highly. They didn't pay us for this segment. I would highly recommend Arcade. It is my favorite show of the year for sure.
Also, the Arcane red carpet event was probably like one of the coolest like red carpets like I've ever been
True.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was like the whole decor, everything. It was a green carpet, but like it was sick, and the moving screen and like the little booths that they had, like all themed and stuff.
But my remembering, they had a red carpet event for Arcane. I remember this event for one reason, because Mark Merrill and Brendan Beck, the two people who made the company, came up to us, and they were like, Mark was fucking decked out, and it was all like designer stuff, and I was like, that's really sick. He's like, yeah, I went to my designer, I told him I wanted to look like Piltover, and I'm like, oh man, that's me. I don't think I could do that. Like, I guess like I would even ask him how much it costs or anything. I was like, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'd be cool if I got something like that too. He looked really nice. When you can get a designer who can do something like that, it's really cool.
Are there a lot of parties at these Worlds event?
Define parties.
Yeah, I don't think I ever back then like ever been to like a world's party thing because I wasn't streaming back then.
Yeah, they don't have after parties? Like
They do, but it's like
they do.
usually Riot has one. I think
Normally the last day.
the last day.
Yeah.
So
it's
like,
usually last
finals.
day.
oh.
It's not like traditional sports where you see them at like the strip club afterwards and you see the pictures there. I think most people are just like and they just go drink or something like at a random bar.
yeah,
We really need to catch up to those, you know.
yeah, because like we go to New York, they're gonna play the quarterfinals or
Yeah.
like group stages.
Yeah, quarterfinals. Or group stages now, quarterfinals later.
What
yeah.
happens when you lose and you get knocked out? Do you go to the remaining venues or?
Riot books you your ticket, gives you your ticket, and says get out. I am not kidding. You fly out literally the next day or the day after. There's no time. They're like, go.
Thanks for playing.
As a veteran Worlds traveler, yes, the way it works is like the teams will all be playing, and then as soon as the team gets knocked out, they're like, all right, I guess we go drink tonight and go home.
Yep.
On the next day.
Yep.
No, Riot is very like. I don't even know if you stay the whole group stage. You don't. You just get the
No.
ticket and you leave.
Once you're out, you're out.
Wait, why? It's like enjoy New York City for a couple of days. You got knocked out.
Oh, I think maybe they're allowed to do the entire stage, but like as soon as you just leave.
Or maybe
Damn.
you can, like if you want to. I don't know.
Sometimes, like, a few players will ask to stay a few extra days.
Yeah, I think
but
you could always
typically
ask,
the whole team will
probably.
go home because
I mean,
there's.
if they wanted to
sad.
stay, they should have won, right?
That's
Like, that's the
just-
punishment.
That is
true.
also
That's
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about parties, do you guys remember the team that got in trouble for? So way back when we were cooler, we threw a lot of parties in LA, like, and then we were like in between LCS days, like not during Worlds, but like it'd be like, oh, like it's been a couple of months, like we cool to throw like a little bit of a house party. One of the orgs got really mad that their players went to ours, and they're like, you're banned from leaving the house for like the next month, and I was like, oh shit.
I do remember that. We will not speak of which organization.
Yeah, we won't talk about
but
which
that
org.
did happen.
But
Wait, which org?
I cannot
We
say.
cannot talk
We
about it.
cannot
It's-
say.
Is it like one of the premier ones?
Yes.
The one from NA?
Yes.
But let's just say it was really funny when we found that out.
Was it Cloud9?
I will refrain from commenting.
I mean, but it was an OTV party, right?
It was an offline TV house party, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are legendary. It made it onto like the players' documentary. It was
Honestly,
a whole plot line.
Our house parties were legit like amazing. Like I look forward to them every single time.
Some stuff would happen where I'd just be like, our very first house party that we threw, and I could say this because they're okay with it. Flowers sat into our bathroom wall and literally broke the wall with his ass. There was a gigantic hole, and we had to like literally cover it. And I was just like, my God, Flowers, calm down.
Yeah, I don't think we got the deposit back for that.
Yeah, we
that
did
happened.
not.
Yeah.
They were really mad at. Honestly, they were just upset in general at us. They tried to nickel and dime us a lot. Sorry. This is besides the point. Yes, we never got the deposit back.
I mean, I remember one of our house parties at our last house, and like Arya took like a picture of the aftermath, and it was just crazy. The before and after picture, after it got cleaned up. I remember that party. You were streaming. I was in the toilet, over the toilet for like a good 3 hours. Jake was trying to talk to me about dragon changes as I was throwing up. Yeah, it was great. I was like,
You make it sound like we're party animals, but
no, it only happens a couple times a year.
We really
guys.
don't do these.
Yeah, it's
things.
like
No.
once a year.
Yeah.
We have a big party, and it's like all esports people, and like Captain Flowers will 100%
yeah.
talk about Scarner at some point. He
Yeah.
gets drunk and he talks about Scarner.
He is actually a league addict.
And if
He
you say you
loves
like Scarner, he'll like scream, "Oh my God, I love Scarner," and go on a 1 hour rant about Scarner. It's very
Yeah,
because I play Scarner and I learned my lesson. The moment you mention Scarner, he's gonna be in a different room and he will hear it and he will come in and have a
Just
conversation
has
with
a
you.
detector. Yep. Oh, good time.
Also, a staple, Kobe will always pick someone up.
Really?
He'll always lift them, yeah.
Wait, I've never seen that.
that. I've
Always have,
seen
they
that.
even
Yep.
put it in the player's show. They
Yeah.
had
Oh,
him
really?
lift someone up, yeah,
Wait,
because
that's
he always
so
does
good.
it. Actually, how accurate would you guys say Players was as a show?
The parts I watched, I was like, oh, like they had someone who like went through like
yeah,
a
they
lot
had
of the
someone
stuff.
do. So in players, they took shots of hot sauce. No one did that back then.
Yeah.
Let me be very frank. That did not happen. But I don't know. I've heard crazy stuff.
It felt pretty accurate to me.
It felt very accurate.
yeah.
Like, what I noticed is definitely the awkwardness of the players, but also their ego, which doesn't really add up because like when you have a big ego, you're generally pretty confident. But because these are League of Legends players, their ego comes from like a video game.
Yeah.
But when you put them outside of those settings in a more social setting, they become like instantly super awkward and they say like really cringe things to people not in the space and weird people out, which still happens. I mean, happens to like most pro players. They just get praised for playing a game a lot. They don't really train their like social etiquette, which is what I noticed. And I think they did a good job capturing that in the documentary.
Dude, this guy talks a lot about. He talks down on these people. I remember first meeting Toast. He couldn't say no. He was very. We snuck him into OTV, and he was just like, "I don't want to be here," but like we kind of shot the thing, and he couldn't leave. So like we kind of like we gaslit him into joining OTV actually.
Yeah. The first time you're like in the space, you're always very like happy to be here.
Yeah.
And like don't want to say no to anyone. It's like I just love video games. I like being here. And then you be like you're in the scene for like 4 years. You're kind of like jaded and angry all the time.
Okay, he speaks for himself. Okay, I'm not fully jaded yet.
Yeah. So Worlds next week.
Yeah.
Worlds right now.
Right now.
Worlds right now. After this. Yeah. What time is it?
It's 1:30.
1:30.
So in 30 minutes, C9 plays Fnatic. I'm literally not even gonna leave. I'm gonna turn around and sit in the chair. I think these guys have something to do, but I will turn around and sit in the chair and watch, and then go do whatever I need to do for the rest of the day. So I am very much invested.
Okay, you guys want to do prediction for each of these matches?
For each
We gotta
of
do
these, sure.
predictions.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so first one, Cloud9 Fnatic.
Cloud9.
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 Unironically, I would pick C9.
Yeah, Cloud9, same.
Cloud9.
Fnatic has had some trouble. They have trouble every Worlds, but they've had some trouble. So I would say C9.
All right. Next one, G2 or Dom1. Yeah, say it.
Dom1.
Laugh.
Dom1.
Damn on.
Dom1.
Yep. Same.
Because they're better, and you know. Yeah, I hear G2's not doing so hot these days.
Oh,
So,
in ways, yeah.
Big Dom1 fan here.
Yep.
100 Thieves. Although I'm gonna be honest, I really like the name Flying Oyster.
Yeah, it's
That has
kind
got to
of
be the best name.
It's got personality.
It does. If from Taiwan, they have personality. I hope it's a close game, but I hope 100 Thieves wins.
I want Flying Oyster to win it all.
I would love that.
100 Thieves can win today, but Flying Oyster as like a champion would be kind of funny.
That'd be
hear.
kind of great.
Yeah, did you guys forget about Taipei Assassin?
Oh, no, I do remember that.
Oh, TPA.
Yeah.
They got more world championship than NA. Has NA ever won?
No.
Do you know what happened when they won? When they won, their mid laner put out a list of all the mid laners at Worlds, and they're like, Scarra, he's shit. like essentially like translated. And I was just like, I remember looking at the list and being so sad because I was like, bro, that happened when our strats got leaked. And my teammates literally, that was the worlds where my teammates were like, can I strangle that guy for leaking our strats? I'm like, no. And no one talked in our games, and everyone was really sad.
Wait, who leaked the strats?
It's been a while. I don't need to say his name.
Whoa. I mean, it's public, right?
Yeah,
All that
yeah,
info.
yeah.
Who was it?
Maybe a person from old TSM. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
I mean, like, actually, now that you brought that up, I remember Worlds being a lot more like sus back then. You know, sus, but like there were more like cheating, more like leaked like strategies and stuff like that. Like, and, like people like looking at the screen. And
It was
stuff when they got
really.
caught. I remember, like,
It was really messed up. Like back then, literally, someone they're playing at LA Live, and they just turned around and looked at the mini map.
yeah.
And then one of the teams, and then like everyone had to be like, okay, we can't do that again.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy because that actually used to happen a lot.
It's a Wild West back then. Wild West.
Yeah. I remember that. Well, I forgot that was. Completely forgot that was.
Anyways, yeah, TPA were fucking insane. They were great. Go ahead. Next one. JD.
JDG or EG?
Yeah, I like Evil Geniuses because like when they first came into the league, everyone was kind of like clowning on them again because like they were, what was it, live evil,
Live Evil.
live evil,
Yeah.
like
Hashtag
counting
live-
on the hashtag.
Hashtag live
But
evil
since
and
then,
everything.
they've like really cleaned up their org and like won a lot of games. They made it to Worlds Finals, and like, I think that's pretty impressive.
They got JoJo, right? JoJo Pia?
And they don't have Danny though. Danny's not playing in Worlds apparently. So.
JoJo's apparently a future mid lane talent of NA. I'm excited to see him more at Worlds.
All right.
Yeah, I would like to vote for EG here probably.
I'm an innate Omega biased person. I'm definitely EG's gonna win.
Okay.
But T1 versus E.
like
EG.
those two names are like very
Legendary.
high up there,
Legendary,
right?
Yes. They have a lot of history against each other, and T1 in general is just like always like the most prestigious brand. If you beat T1 at Worlds, that's a big deal. Doesn't matter how bad they are, you'll always be like, damn, we beat Faker, you know, or we beat their team.
Faker crying, man. It's like the saddest thing to see.
I would like T1 to also win another Worlds.
Yeah.
They did it last 2 times in North America. T1 beats EDG.
Just one more. T1.
Faker.
What's yours?
EDG. Yeah.
What? Okay, contrarian. Okay.
Is this just to be different?
Yeah, I like being different.
Genji versus RNG. I'm gonna go with Genji. I've always
Yeah.
liked Ruler.
I want to say Genji too.
He's actually a freak at his role. Also, RNG is the 4th seed, so I don't have that much hope for them, but maybe they clean it up.
RNG for me. Like, I know Genji is like a big Korean brand, but when I think Genji, I just think about their NA streamers. So like my perception of that are like, oh, like for fun NA Twitch Valorant streamers. But like in Korea, like Genji is one of the most prestigious Korean League of
Yes.
Legends team, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. How about you?
RNG.
RNG. Yeah. Well, guess we'll see who's correct in 7 hours.
Yeah.
This isn't like.
Wait, it's more. Is it just one game? It's just one game, right?
So,
I
so
think we're all playing.
Best of ones, yeah.
there's been a lot of complaints about the formats of Worlds, and I think over the years, World format kind of sucks. Am I allowed to say that?
Scarra?
The World format could be better.
Yeah,
okay?
previous years,
Yeah,
but this year,
This year.
that's a real banger of the format.
It's kind of the same.
That's the same one.
But
both of
the
you.
one thing I think is always great is their group stages have always been fantastic. So the way they do group stages, for people who don't know, is they have days where they play from all the different groups. The first there's no 2 weeks, but like essentially the first week and the second week, each day closes out each group. So everyone in the next day of that group or the second day of that group is hype, because whatever happens, you'll see all the tiebreakers, all the playouts in that one day. I think they did that format is great. I always get really excited the second week when NA fails to make it every single day. But this will be different this year for sure.
That's what they say every year, right?
Yeah.
But this year for sure.
Yeah, but this year.
For sure.
Yeah, surely.
Now I want to play League again. You guys want to play League again?
Every time I watch League or Valorant, it's competitive. I get so hyped. I'm like, yes, I can do that.
Yep.
And then I log out the League. I pull up like whatever. Like I don't play, so I pull up the room pages of like whatever character I play, and I'm like, I get ganked and die once. I'm like, wow, that didn't feel that great. The next 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, that's I don't know what I expected.
You guys want to play again?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been playing.
I brought a
Been
laptop.
playing?
You check my match history. I have like 10 games over the last week.
Really?
I play a lot with Brodin.
I was in some of those.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Why?
what?
Do you guys do?
Brodin's the biggest inter I've ever played with.
What?
He plays Ezreal and he eats in at the beginning of the fight.
Let's
No.
go.
I always save it for the escape. I would never eat.
Check out match history.
I actually really like playing League. The issue is all of my friends play mid and support. And so I am forced to go top lane because everyone hates top lane.
I like top.
She only plays Teemo top.
No, I played a Call even recently.
Okay, recently. But for the most part, I've transitioned. My professional career was in mid and a little stint in the jungle. And I'm now permanently a top laner where me and the other top laner like shake hands and we just like do a handshake every game, and the rest of my team is yelling at each other. It's calming, but it's very. I feel away from you guys sometimes.
Because you are. Top is an island.
I'm playing Shed next time.
Yeah, our group's kind of missing a dedicated top laner.
We need someone who's just a freak at Darius. Someone who literally just like.
I'm literally down to alternate top and bot. I love top.
Okay, you can be top.
Yeah, I can be top.
She says
Wait,
this.
you want to take AD. That's why you said that.
Yeah, that's all I can play. I got an Ezreal E somewhere.
And you didn't like me as AD, huh? Now you're going to miss me.
Yeah. No one ever plays top, so everyone takes turn. Normally, I'm the only jungler, but since Jody has started playing League with us, she also really likes jungling as well. And now I know the struggle of having to compete for the same spot. And I can't imagine how pro players feel. Because, like, how do they replace players in, like, the pro scene? Because it's like, hey, we're just, oh, don't worry about that guy. He's just a substitute.
Do you know how? So when I was on Dignitas, they didn't tell people to quit. They were just like, so we're deciding to change our roster. Scarra, you can do the talk, right? I'm like, what? So like, I have to be. Sometimes I'm in we didn't even use Discord back then. We use Skype. I'm in a Skype call. The person who's leaving the team is crying, and I'm just like, I'm really sorry I have to tell you this, and but like this has happened, and then they're like, really like, I can't believe this happened. Like, why can't you defend me? Why can't you do something about it? I'm just like, oh my god.
Wow, they make you be that person?
Yes. And then literally after the call, Cutie is like, yo, did you record that? I kind of want to listen to it again. Because playing with Cutie Pie, he is just like, he's a different breed. That guy is so funny, though. I think at some point we had the audio recording of us kicking one person from our team. That will never see the light of day. I don't have it anymore, but I think at some point there was one.
Did they ever take it well? It's like, yeah, I kind of suck. Or is it always like, no, I'm the best. I can't believe you guys are so stupid.
It's never been like good.
Oh.
I had to do it twice, and it was awful both times.
Why do you have to do it?
I don't know. You know, why did I have to pay rent? There's a lot of questions I would like to go back. You know, I lived in a different time. Next time, I hopefully never have to do that again. Oh wait, I was the coach of the team after, and I had to, oh god.
You miss those days, huh, Scarra? Very fond, very.
I like making more than minimum wage now. That's a nice thing. That
that's not bad. Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, Scar, was it you that said, like, ownership would take you to a restaurant every time they wanted to make roster changes?
So I think
What?
no, I think Complexity, their entire roster found out because their management took them to Buffalo Wild Wings. And they sat them down and they're just like, oh, you guys are all off the team. And the guys were just like, what the
And then eat the wings.
yeah. And when I heard that story, I was just like, oh my God. There were some, there were some interesting things that happened back
It was the
then.
equivalent of like taking them behind the shed. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't want to go to Wild
Buffalo
Wings.
I do wish sometimes I got to live in like one of the gaming houses without actually living in the gaming house. Just like experience it or know what it's like. Experience some of the horrors that I've heard and then just be like, okay, good. Got it.
When you live with Cutie Pie, his hair was on the walls. Like, his hair was everywhere. And it was just like impossible to like, there was like a different species, like a living organism.
Okay. Yeah. See, I think we're just spoiled with all of us mostly having our own bathrooms now, but I remember that you guys all also had to share a bathroom at the first OTV house.
Yes. At some point, the number one thing when we moved houses was everyone gets their own bathroom.
Yeah.
And I had some people being like, I'm okay to share. I'm like, no, shut up. I was responsible for choosing the houses. I'm like, we're always getting one per person. You don't have a say in this. You'll thank me later. They never thank me later. That's weird.
I thank you like in my head every time I use the bathroom.
There we go. Yeah.
Every time I sit down before I pee, I just think, thank you, Scarra.
That's weird. Okay. Onward.
Well, is that not what you wanted?
We also learned you eat in the bathroom.
Oh,
Spoiler.
Yvonne eats while on the toilet.
No. I said, no, it's happened before, I said. It was like a fact or like a little, they're like, hey, give us like a little thing that people can guess if it was you. And I couldn't think of anything.
And that's the thing you came up with.
Yes. Okay.
What were you eating on the toilet?
I think I was eating like Pocky or something, and then I had to poop, and then so I'm just like on my phone, and then like the Pocky was like on the counter, like the bag, and I'm just like eating. It's not like I'm eating and then like wiping and then eating again. It was just like you're eating, and then you're done, and then you get, I don't know.
This is a great lead into Worlds.
Have you guys ever drank something while you peed?
No, Yvonne.
Cool, me neither.
I haven't.
Me neither. What?
Why did we get here to this conversation point?
I don't know. He brought it up. He did it.
All right, so World soon. Woo! So it starts in like what, 20, 15 minutes? 10 minutes.
10
Wow.
minutes.
Yeah.
5
minutes.
Oh, do they ever have a separate show for group stages? It's like they have an introduction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a ceremony for the teams, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Just introing them? Yeah.
Yeah. Not like a huge one, but like a nice little thing. So
Where are they playing from right now?
New York.
New York.
New York.
Yeah, they're in
Oh.
New York right now.
So they're in New York for like 2
weeks.
2 weeks. Wow.
Yeah. Toast was just in New York.
I was in New York yesterday.
and he flew down last night.
Yeah, I flew down right for TwitchCon, like to be here to talk about how much I love League of Legends World Championship. So much that I'll be there next week. We're actually going early to
Yes.
look at all the New York stuff and like hang out with some of the players.
Yep.
We should invite the players of the teams that we don't want to win to hang out with us. Like take them to a bar. It's like, hey man,
Yeah.
get them real drunk. Yeah, you want to party with OfflineTV? And they'll for sure do
Wow.
it.
They'll never say that.
Anyone that
Especially
SKT is playing against, I'll do it.
All the players in like China are just stars. But on their own in their own country. Like they don't really know. I don't know. I feel like they don't really. We're not like a blip on their radar. They got their own influencers. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, they're crazy. Have you seen like the fans in China or other regions? Like they have fan cams that they make of the players. Like K-pop fan cams? Yeah, they literally have that. Like I saw it at All Stars where like these girls went up and was recording the fan cam of the Shy. Only like everything.
I mean,
is
the
moving.
Shy is an exception. He's like
Yeah.
really cute and he's got a nice story. Like he's got is he the one with the wife or is that Doing B?
No, Doing
That's
B.
Doing B.
Yeah.
He's cute too though.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
you're checking out all these
Okay.
big players, man.
Yeah, I can see why they have like fan cams.
Yeah.
Like they seem like more well put together, like structured.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like Flame back then too. Flame was like another.
I Yeah, I remember like a long time ago. There was way back when. As soon as I finished my professional career, there was an offer in my email from a Chinese streaming website, and they're like, "We'll pay you more than you've ever made in your career in NA to stream on our website." And I looked at the offer and I was like, "Oh my god." And I decided not to take it because I was like, well, it'd be weird because like I don't really speak Chinese well or like at all.
Bro,
and, like,
you could have been the biggest League of Legends streamer in
shut
China,
up.
man.
I would not have been, okay? But I was just looking at that being like, oh my god, they just send this out? Like, money means nothing to them. Like, they just want like whatever. But I'm glad I didn't because I like my audience. I don't know.
All right, Scarra, I think it's time.
Yeah.
All right. We're wrapping it up. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
I'm literally going to flip to the crowd as soon as I'm done with this. But thank you guys so much for coming out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here and
again-
this ramble.
Yeah, we'll be at all the stops from now till SF. So if you're ever at Worlds, you'll probably see us in some capacity.
See you there.
All right, enjoy Worlds, guys.